I'd say that we have a potential Australian
Artist of the Year.
This is beautiful.
Wow.
Look at the size of that rock. That must have been really heavy for a skinny guy to pick up. You said you basically live in this area, right? You don't go out inside the house, you're outside.
He doesn't have to.
No, no.
He's built a vacation spot right here in his backyard.
Yeah, they not quite ready to coexist yet. They lay eggs. No, one on strike.
Hi, I'm Brian.
Brian,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tree?
How are you?
Yeah.
I like that name, Tree. Let's see this beautiful water feature.
Oh my, this is
Wow,
beautiful.
I was not expecting this. And it just keeps going. It spins all the way around. Oh, brother. And another one of those cool bridges, Brian. Hey, I'm the pond guy, Greg. You are?
Kathleen.
You have a beautiful yard.
Yeah, we do.
So it's obviously a labor of love.
There's the, a little bit more of a dominant fall, but then it splits, and so it's doing a lot without it being overwhelming.
Yeah. Difficult because there's only one way in, one way out. So we actually had to start over there.
Yep.
And just work our way back slowly. And for the stream, we had to roll the liner up, put a few rocks down. Because you knew once you did it, you can't get back in and change it. About 3 weeks.
3 weeks, pretty good though, for one way in and one way out.
The tree gets frogs in here. It gets tadpoles, but there's dragonfly larvae that live in the water, and they eat the tadpoles. So it's a whole circle of life going on here.
Well, that's fantastic. You can still have that, and this is a pondless stream, so it's got no pond in it, but you can still have that circle of life going on inside.
And really the filter is, like, I don't see a biofalls or anything else. The stream is doing it, and the oxygenation, the circulation, and everything else.
Yeah, the whole thing is its own filter.
How old is this one?
Close to 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
And seeing the dog get in there, look at how he's actually helping clean that. Like as he walked through there, that algae just kind of loosened up a little bit. It moves down, and it'll eventually get caught down at the bottom over there. And I love your bridge again.
Yeah, that was from timber that Tree had.
Yep.
Setting aside.
You can tell he's got his own style, which means he's got his own signature to projects. One thing I noticed is he doesn't try to go overwhelming with his waterfalls. These are some of my favorite little falls, these little crevasses, where water just gets choked down and put in between here. But this big rock just instantly makes this thing look so natural. It's as if it was born here. When these big rocks are back here, anybody that comes into this backyard is not going to think this was made by man, because how on earth would you get this thing back here?
Yes, right.
Ben keeps his waterfalls actually pretty simple, right? Like little drops, but look at how many drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different drops in really a short amount of space.
And that's probably, once again, that's probably 2 foot elevation from the water to the top.
Standing here, that's below knee high. But what makes it look huge is the size of that rock.
Right.
The waterfalls, the rock might be a 3 foot tall rock.
Yep.
But the water's coming in well below the top of it. And then this thing is sitting, a good 8 inches, 10 inches down into the gravel. So it looks like it's been sitting here and the water's eroded away this earth and leaving back behind the stones that it couldn't move.
And what's also nice is look at how the landscaping is incorporated in to soften up the big boulders.
Well, and that's where his art really shines. He does all of his own landscaping. So he knows how plants like this are going to really help soften it up. As this continues to cascade over the top of it, it just looks more and more natural. I love the way he's incorporated, some of the rushes and stuff. It wasn't an afterthought. You can tell with Ben and getting to know him a little bit more, he placed this rock here with the idea that he knew this plant was going to go right here.
Right.
Right? Same within these areas here. So you can tell there's way more thought behind every rock, behind every plant, and that's where I think a true artist really shines.
The idea was that the stream had to start from somewhere. I wanted it to come from this existing slope, and here was the obvious spot to be able to see it from this direction. I was originally thinking of one single fall, But then when we got here and we started working on, for this whole thing, including the landscaping and all the rock walls further up, this was 45,000.
How many tons of stone did you use?
Roughly 16 cubic meters of rock.
But look at the view from inside the house. So utterly important to be able to view this from inside the house, and then outside it just draws you out there. I mean, look at that outdoor living space. I mean, I guarantee you that there's been many and many hours spent on that porch with this sound and this beautiful water feature.
We were looking to have a pond.
There's some sort of water feature, we don't know what it is.
Wanted to be able to view it from up here and from down there. And we had some ideas about how we wanted this area landscaped. Ben came in and he just drew up something on the ground.
Yeah, with spray paint.
Yeah, and just said, look, we could have it running right from the top near the gate all the way down here, and we thought that was amazing, you know, the idea of having some like a stream. We entertained downstairs in front of the stream. People have said to us that, you know, we could open this up as a little commercial venture.
Yeah, bed and breakfast.
Yeah, to come and have cocktails by the stream.
Amen. That's called living the aquascape lifestyle, right there. Is it more maintenance or less maintenance than a lawn area?
Probably less.
Less than grass, and a lot of people have grass.
Yeah.
Yes.
So instead of having the maintenance of grass, you can have the beauty of an actual aquascape ecosystem water feature that works with Mother Nature and not against her.
Yeah.
Ben, good work, brother.
Thank you very much.
I continue to get inspired by Ben Harris's work. He's an absolute true artist, and what's so fun for me is not only he's an artist, but he's actually a really good builder as well. I mean, these are very solidly built water features, correctly built. So we are with Brad, the Aussie pond guy, and this is your very first aquascape ecosystem pond, right?
That's exactly right, yep.
You ready to do this, Brian?
Wait.
We've had a lot of time together in Australia. So we're down here, down under, checking out beautiful aquascape ecosystem ponds built by certified aquascape contractors. Looks like a newer subdivision. Let's go check this baby out. Pond guy, Greg Wittstock.
Nice to meet you, Greg.
Nice to meet you too.
Hey, I'm Brian.
Hey, Brian.
You've got a modern pool, Brian, and then you got the garden, and then you got the ecosystem. What inspired you with the aquascape water feature with Brad?
Well, I had a pond in the first one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
But it was one of those old fiberglass Aussie bush rock ones. I was just going to be around that area, but he convinced me to do this. So,
well, and you had already had a water feature, so you know that you should probably make it bigger because it's a fun hobby.
yeah. Oh, we live out here.
What do people that come to your yard for the first time say when they see, they see this?
They think it's like a resort.
Asked me to put one in here. Just in that space there, that's
okay, yeah.
So can you put something
Got some
in there?
strawberry plants, huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
that's better for strawberry plants.
yeah, what are you doing over here? I wanted to extend the pond back as far as I could and get a nice shape and length to it, and the idea was always going to be a bridge going across there, leading to this sort of organic garden set up at the back. I really wanted twin waterfalls. I could see that twin waterfalls would be beautiful in this one, and this was the first aquascape pond, ecosystem pond that I built using
Not
the
bad.
aquascape equipment.
Not bad.
It's one of my favourites because it's the first one I did. He was a great guy to work for and have full creative, freedom to do what we needed to do. And
Location is so important, Brian. What are we standing right next to here?
bedroom. The whole back of the house is all windows, so it's so nice. So every morning you wake up or go to bed to the sound of a waterfall. From the kitchen and the outdoor seating area here, you see the waterfalls and everything else. So you've really taken this and brought it inside by the location of it. Check this out. This is my favorite part.
Okay.
So every one of these houses are basically the same size lots.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this yard.
That is called Boring American right there. This is called Exciting Aussie Air Force. people always ask, you know, with the Oxy ecosystem, how much maintenance is required to keep the water clear and everything else.
Yeah, not too much. I have a little bit of problem with algae, but chemicals.
What's your wife think of the pond?
She loves it. Everybody that comes here loves it. It's a bit grander than we initially planned, but for the better, I think.
We just finished up looking at one of Brad Vanders' ponds, and this is not just one of his ponds, but it's one of his very first ponds. And I think what was so exciting for me to hear out of Brad's mouth was customer actually wanted to put the pond in a different space, but Brad had the vision to take advantage of this big space right over here and put this incredible water feature. This guy's got ponds and waterfalls running through his veins. Super creative guy. I'm still borderline jealous that he's got pulling off this kind of quality for his very first project. I love how the bridge leads to a vegetable garden, which is probably one of the most impressive vegetable gardens I've seen in a small backyard. I love traveling around with Greg, and I love going around different parts of the country and now different parts of the world out here in Australia and getting ideas. Always looking to learn, and hopefully we're passing that stuff on to you guys. Hopefully you guys are taking ideas, changing your visions, letting them adapt, and inspiring you guys to do different things in your backyard. Hey, and if you do, please like, subscribe, and comment down below, and we'll keep doing this.